Alright guys, the next step in this process is to create the little handle grenade piece that goes on top of the Bakugou Gauntlets, and to do this one we're going to make this pattern, and I've already got all of these traced out here, but we need 6 pieces of these, 3 for each one, and I'll tell you how to do this one. This is basically the pattern. It's pretty simple. It's supposed to come to a point here, but my paper didn't reach that long, so just imagine this goes all the way down to a point, and then this is that way. The reason this is notched out is so it can fit on top of our grenade pieces that stick up, which you'll see later. But just try to copy this pattern. It's a little bit angled and it just follows the shape of the grenade pretty well. We're going to do 3 on one side and 3 on the other side. That way you have enough to sandwich them together. Each one of these takes 3 pieces to come together. That'll give it enough thickness, and you'll want the smooth side on the outsides each time, so that way you don't have to deal with the textured part underneath if you have foam like this. So again, 6 total, 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, and then we should be good to go to cut these out and glue them all together. Alright guys, what's next is we're going to attach our grenade handle piece to our actual grenade gauntlet. So go ahead and draw right in the middle how far we want this to be. This is going to be attached, bam, right there. We're going to do so doing magnets. Alright, and we're going to do so using magnets. Now you don't have to do this, you could just glue it on, but I want mine to be removable to make it easier for travel. So what I have right here is some 3/4 inch magnets that I got from the craft store. It only comes in 3, so you might have to buy 2 packs because you need 4 total. And we're going to go ahead and Dremel out. You'll see I marked on both this and the gauntlet itself, but we're going to Dremel out a little hole and glue these magnets in here. Now we're going to make that hole first, and then before we glue them in, we're going to plasti dip our entire gauntlet, so this and the actual gauntlet itself, and then we're going to glue it in there, and that way we don't have any extra weird space or plasti dip on our magnets. I suppose you could glue them in first, but this is the way that I'm going to do it. Just do whatever works best for you. So go ahead and Dremel out that hole. We're going to get to plasti dipping, and then we'll glue our magnets in. So the last thing that we saw was we got all of our pieces put together. We got our arms cut out and sanded, and now what I did was I added those magnets in. So you can see these magnets go right there, bam, and these look pretty darn sharp. Now, what I have done since then is I've actually sealed all the foam, so you'll see all this white right here, and on the insides of these foam pieces right here, and that's actually quick seal. So this is like a caulking or an tile and kitchen and bath adhesive, something like that, but it works really well. It's flexible. You cannot sand it, so you have to make it real smooth when you put it on, but it dries super fast, and it helps seal those foam seams. So that's what I did. I cleaned up all the seams here. I also added these little pieces. Let's see if we can get these to look on each side with a little false screw in there. Basically just cut that out, but got those on each side of the handles going there, and then our lines that cuts in all the way around the top, the bottom, and then the sides for this one. And I just kind of space those out equally, top of this to top of that one. That's it. Our gauntlets are pretty much 100% done build-wise. Now what I'm going to go in and do is I'm going to plasti dip all of this. I'll basically just put on a few coats of plasti dip, and then we're going to prime it, and we're going to paint it, and these are going to be rock solid finished props. We are on the last step of this grenade gauntlet build for Bakugou. I am outside. We're going to take a look at the paints that I'm using, and I'm going to show you guys basically the steps that I'm going through right now to paint these gauntlets. It's a little windy. I hope you guys can hear me okay, but pretty simple. There's 4 layers of paint that we're going with, and here's what they look like. Alright guys, this is where we're at. These are the paints. We have Plasti Dip, Rust-Oleum paint, Crayon, and another Rust-Oleum. And the order that we went was 2 layers of Plasti Dip. You can get this in any color. I just chose white for this one. Then we have a layer of primer, which is where I'm currently at. I'm ready to move on to this layer because this is all dry. This is the best green I could find, this Crayon green, so this is kind of what we're going to use. If it isn't quite exactly what I want, then I might do some dry brush over the top of it, give it a little bit of texture. And then at the end, the detail pieces is this metallic aluminum gray color for Rust-Oleum, and that's going to be this, the front, and then the big lever on top. Once we get all 4 of those, then these bad boys will be finished. We are on the home stretch for these gauntlets. They turned out pretty darn awesome. The green and the silver looked amazing, and now it is time to dirty them up. So I'm going to make these look pretty beat up.
If you want to leave it like this, you absolutely could. It's up to you guys how you want your costume to look. But I'm going to make mine super dirty and rugged and like they've already been through a bunch of explosions and everything. And the way that I'm going to do that is through some simple acrylic black paint and a silver Sharpie. Now I've already actually done one, so I'll show you what that'll look like at the end. But I'll walk you through a couple techniques where you'll be able to see how I do that. And then we're pretty much finished with these gauntlets. So good job, and this is what it's going to look like at the end of our painting.
That's it, guys. We are finished with our grenade gauntlets. They turned out pretty darn awesome, if I do say so myself. I'm really happy with how these look. I'm really happy with the shape and the ability to detach the little handle piece at the back. That was really important to me also for storage and travel. But I hope you guys really enjoy this tutorial. I hope it helps you. If you have any questions, definitely comment below. I'll definitely help you out if I can answer those questions. And that is it for this tutorial on Bakugou's grenade gauntlets. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to check out more, you can of course look at my Instagram. It's at Adonis_cosplay, or check out my other YouTube videos on my channel here. With that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to go finish watching My Hero Academia.